52 deaths this year have been connected to e-cigarettes. Another 2,400 people were injured or hospitalized. One of those victims has a warning for others. News 3's Andrew Davis shares his story in tonight's special report, Vaping Unveiled.
Landon Wogalter spent more than a month here at St. Joseph's Candler Hospital. He was only 21 and healthy. That is until vaping took over his life and nearly killed him.
When I was living in Boca, everyone had a Juul.
That's when Landon said he first took a hit from a Juul in high school in Boca Raton, Florida. But he quickly realized the buzz he was getting from that e-cigarette may not be worth the risk.
Once I stopped juuling, my lungs were like night and day.
Really?
Yeah, and I knew that the Juul was not good news.
Landon says the stress of life and anxiety led him to marijuana, first joints, then to vaping devices and THC cartridges.
It was so much that like everyone f***ing smokes weed that I was just kind of like, why not? Why can't I? Because I always felt controlled. I know a lot of people that don't smoke cartridges because they know and they don't want to take the risks. But then there's the people that need that high, need that smoke.
Did you need that smoke?
Yeah. I mean, at least in my head I did.
Through moves to Tennessee, then to Pooler, Landon admits he was vaping every day at home, even while working. Despite the warning signs, the shortness of breath, limited energy, Landon kept vaping.
Coughing up, like dark, you know. And I was like, I mean, this is normal. Like I'm smoking, I'm chiefing on these cartridges.
By September, he didn't feel right.
It's just the latest cartridges that I got, that whatever was in them just set it off, and messed me up pretty bad. An urgent care said he had pneumonia, but the hospital had more dire news. He gave me oxygen. My oxygen levels weren't going up. I was declining with oxygen, so my lungs just like were shutting down. We were gonna have to either put them on a breathing tube. If they couldn't get me out of the breathing tube, I was gonna, I'm dead.
Doctors put him on an ECMO machine, which removes blood, pumps it through an artificial lung to infuse oxygen and remove carbon dioxide.
Safe oxygen levels are 92 or above. I was at 86. My blood oxygen level around 56. Like critical is 55. Older people are on ECMO because it's a last resort. Only 30 to 40% make it on ECMO.
The youngest ever in Savannah on the machine, Landon was vented for 5 days.
Pretty much a garden hose went to my neck, went to my groin. Difficult to really talk about it because of how severe it was. If I wasn't 21, if I wasn't normally healthy, my lungs were the only thing that was messed up, I'd be dead.
You attribute your condition directly to vaping?
Yeah. 100%.
Landon was able to get off the ECMO machine into physical therapy. He had lost 30 pounds and had to learn how to walk again.
Because I'm insanely lucky. And every day I'm realizing how lucky I am.
Now he has the scar to remind him he can never smoke again. He shouldn't even be around people who smoke anymore.
It sucks that it took this for it to finally get in my head. I hear people saying that it's a conspiracy. I hear people saying that everything with vaping is bull, and everything with vaping isn't real. It's better than smoking cigarettes. It's really not. Unless you want the consequences to happen to you, which it will happen to you, just don't start. Don't do it.
Landon is back in Florida with his mom and continuing his recovery. He doesn't know if he'll ever have full lung capacity again, but he plans to continue living a regular life, still continuing his dreams of college baseball, and most of all, staying away from THC and vaping. Andrew Davis, WSAV News 3.